check it. Okay, I think I'm live right now. Okay, so I'm just checking my audio if it's all okay or not. Just, I think I need to raise the voice. I think now okay. Yeah. So I think yeah, right now it's okay. Now it's so so it is correct. Okay, so let's start. Start. So let's start. While we are okay, so today in today's life, I wanna just practice Linux all the basic commands. Okay, so there will be around 100 essential Linux command. I will practice every one of them. Okay, and I will. Okay, so let's go to PR code is here. Let's go here. I will practice and then later I will describe every command what it's doing to you. So let's start. Let's start. So let's start. Let's start. So let's start. I should practice. I got to VM. Okay. Let's open the VM. Let's start it. Start the focus. Yeah, 50-minute starting and 10-minute test. Promo robotic. So split the screen. Okay. So let's start. So 60 essential Linux commands. Okay, so let's read through this. System administrator commonly use commands to manage Linux servers. Commands are more efficient and allow users to automate various tasks more quickly. In this tutorial, we will explain 60 essential Linux commands for various purposes, from navigating to software management. Download our Linux command cheat sheet. Okay. I'm not downloading. I just want to practice. So the prerequisites are: before proceeding, access to the command line interface of your Linux Explorer virtual machine. Okay, I have everything. Okay, just go through to 60 essential Linux commands. Let's look at the 60 most commonly used Linux commands and their example for system administration. If my audio is hearable, yeah. It's hearable. Check it. Previous stream. Okay, so I'm audible. Check it. Okay, so let's start. Let's look at the 60 most commonly used Linux commands and their example for system administration. Okay, so there is a pro tip: if you want to check a command's usage, syntax, and options, use the -help flag. For example, enter ls-help to display the ls utility guide. Okay, so you can use ls-help. It's called help. So help flag, you can use help flag to get the information about that command. Okay, so let's clear. Let's start. So the first command is ls. So everyone knows what ls does. Ls list all the files and folder of a directory. Okay, let's go to the next one, which is pwd, which is print working directory. Okay, pwd prints working directory. I am in /home/voicemixes. So let's go to the next command. To check the full path of your current working directory, use the pwd command. Its syntax is as follows. Okay, so pwd and then options. So if you wanna give some options, let's check some options. Dash. So pwd h pwd dash help. So manual of the pwd, you can use man instead of help. So the name is pwd print name or current working directory. Okay, so pwd and then options. So print the full file name of the current working directory. -l means logical. Use pwd for environment even if it contains sibling. So you can use -l to show the sibling. As you can see, the pwd command has only two options. The L option prints environment variable contents like shortcuts instead of the actual path of your current location. Let's try. pwd dash l. So dash l means dash l option prints environment variable content like shortcuts instead of the actual path of your current location. Okay, meanwhile dash p outputs the exact location. Let's try pwd dash p. Output same. For example, slash shortcut slash folder is a shortcut for actual path, and you are currently in actual path slash directory. Use dash option dash l option. The output will be shortcut slash folder slash directory. Dash p option will be the exact canonical path, actual path of the directory. So for example, slash shortcut slash folder is a shortcut for actual path. Okay, if you have a shortcut for an actual path, let's do it. So let's say you can go downloads folder using another shortcut way. Okay, so when you give the command pwd dash l, it will give the shortcuts and then the folder directory. Let's say there is a shortcut to go to downloads. Okay, so shortcuts, then downloads, and then the directory. Okay, and if you input the command pwd dash p, okay, so it will give the exact location. Okay, so let's try it. Let's try to access. Let's try to go to cd slash with cd. I have already used cd, and you can see cd slash to the home directory, the slash directory. Okay, cd slash home, and we will go to the home directory. Okay, cd slash cd dot dot, we will go to the parent directory. Okay, back, we will go to back, cd slash in home s, and then cd dot means you will go to the cd slash, let's cd s, and then cd dot dot. That means you will go into the same folder. Dot means you will go to one step back. Okay, so let's try the cd. Depending on your location, you might only need to specify the parent directory. For example, path to directory. If you are already inside one, the cd command has several shortcuts. Cd returns to the current user's home directory. Okay, cd, if this one, so we go to the okay, so if you beat this one, we can go to the root directory. Okay, so this one, the root directory, cd dash, this will go to home directory. Okay, so this will go to the home, and then we will give cd dot dot, it will go to the, it will go to one step back, and then we give cd just cd where root directory. Okay. So let's clear it. Let's try to again understand. That's cd will go to the root directory. Okay. So pwd, I'm in the root. We just press cd dot dot, we'll go one step back. ls pwd, just slash. Okay. So slash and then root. So let's try again, simple cd slash. Okay, we're in the main directory, we're in the slash directory. Okay. Now try cd dash, we'll be in the root directory. cd dash back to the previous project. So just cd will go to root. Okay. Just cd, it will go to root. Okay, let's check it. Root. If I just press cd and then let's say dash or slash, it will go to the main directory. Okay, it will go to the main directory. Dash or slash, same. Returns to the current user's home directory. cd dash returns to the current user's home directory. So why am I root in the root directory? So why in the root directory? Because it places cd. Base cd slash directory. Back, there is no step back, slash. So if I want to go to home slash os boxes, okay, so I am in os boxes. So this is how cd works. So this one is supposed to be the root directory. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Make directory will make a new directory. Okay, let's go to cd slash boxes. So let's go to cd. So let's create a directory using mkdir. Directory ls directory 1 and 2 created. If I say ls dash lprh, this will give the detailed information, and as you can see, here d means it's a directory, here l means it's a sim link, here dash means it's a file. Okay, so let's clear the screen. So make directory option, directory name. If I wanna make let's say multiple directories, I can just give directory 1 name 1 and directory name 2. To create a folder in another location, specify the full path, otherwise this command will make the new item in your current working directory. For example, so to create a folder in another location, specify the full path. Okay, so let's say we want to create a make directory where inside the /1 /home /os. Okay, /home /os and then 1. Okay, so let's say we want to make a folder inside our home directory. Okay, so what we'll do, we will give the full directory and then the folder name. Let's say make directory and then /home/ we wanna make a folder, let's say my name Maruf, backup. Okay. So ls dash ls home so slash home systems. So as you can see, I've created underscore backup folder. Okay. So ls dash lbrh slash home. See, created the folder. So let's go to the next command, which is remove directory. Let's remove directory. Let's say rmdir slash home slash directory name. That's the directory name maruf underscore that. Okay. So let's remove it. See, I removed it. Lbrh slash home slash home slash. As you can see, I have created the folder successfully. Let's go to the next command, which is rm. If I want to remove a file, okay, I can actually use rm command to remove a file. So let's remove a file. Rm. Let's do ls. Let's move this one. So rm, and then the file name. Okay, so that's dash question mark. So if I wanna remove directly without any, like this warning, I can easily use rm dash. This one, rm dash r. Okay, dash r means you can add the dash r option to remove a folder and its contents, including subdirectories. Use the dash I flag to display a confirmation message before the removal, or dash F to deactivate if completely. Ever using dash R and dash F unless necessary. Stop. My camera has stopped. For a second. Stop. So let's do it. So there is a warning. It says avoid using dash R and dash F unless necessary. Instead, add dash I option to prevent accidental deletion. Okay, so you can use dash R, then dash F, remove, and then forcefully. Okay, that means forcefully. R means remove, and folder and its content. Okay, so just remove a folder. Okay, folder and then its content also. Dash R means. Okay, so dash R F, and then the file name, let's say this one. Let's say this one. This will delete this folder, and inside every single file of this folder. So avoid using this one unless you are 100% sure that you want to delete the full folder update it. Okay, so that's it. It's deleted. Okay, so it has been deleted. Let's do rm-I, this one, this one. So this is showing us the warning, your regular empty file .txt question mark. Yes, so this has deleted the so this has deleted the so I think I need to do y. Yeah, so rm dash I, sorry, I, I, y, yes, yes. So I have to get it successfully. Okay. So let's go to the next command, which is cp command. Use the cp command to copy files from your current directory to another directory. The syntax look like this: cp and then the file name and then the target path where we want to copy. Yeah. So let's here. So let's copy which one? Let's copy this one. Let's copy this one also. This one. Let's do it cp, this one. So this one also. This one also. Why I wanna copy? Let's say I wanna copy /1. Okay. Full directory. Let's see if it's full directory. Slash. Let's say I want to copy into desktop. Desktop. So this is my desktop is not a directory. So let's desktop is not a directory. As you can see, I have successfully copied these two files, which is hard link. Here. After that, you can also use cp to duplicate the content of one file to another using this syntax. If the target is in another location, specify the full path like so. So cp and then the source file and then slash path slash tools and target file. Okay. So let's do it, man. Let's do it. .txt, and you can see I have lots of information in .txt. Let's do it. Yes. So let's open another tab. Okay. So let's do this way. So okay, so I wanna copy 1.txt. I've seen 1.txt. Okay, So let's say I want to copy the 1.txt every single text from this file. Okay, so copy the text of this file into another file, let's say, which is on here. Okay, which is here. So let's go, man, let's go. So let's create, let's say file which will be copy underscore items. It's okay. So let's say rename this file. Okay, so let's do it. Text into .txt. So I have renamed by using mv. So let's copy everything here. So how can we copy that? Using cp and then source file and then the path to the target file. Okay. So cp, I'm giving source file full directory cp slash home. Where is our source file? Slash home slash inside OS boxes. Inside that .txt. So let's copy it. Let's copy from here to where? To this one. Okay, to this one slash to the file name, this one. So let's do it. Copy, override to the txt. Yes, and yes, do it. So let's check it, bro. So this was an empty file at first. So let's check it. Okay, so as you can see, empty text file. Copy to every single content by using a single command cp. So additionally, cp lets you duplicate a directory and its content to another folder using the -r option. So if you use -r and then path to folder and then target path to folder copy. So directory, you can also copy directory from a folder to another folder by using just -r. So let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's say we wanna copy this directory. So this directory. This one. Okay, so let's go to this one and create some files inside there. Yeah. So let's create some files. Touch. Okay. File dot want to different files. Okay. So what I have done is file and then the so just that's something wrong. Okay. So just paste. So let's see it. Forwarding. So just a space. Maybe give a space just. Let's check it. Create 10 files. So touch file, and then the name will be file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, and file 10. So 1, 2, 10. Okay, 1, 2, 10. Just 2 dot. Just 2 dot. And then dot txt. See, I created successfully 10 files. So just press. So I don't know the space here. File, and then the name 1 to 10, file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, and then file 10 dot txt. Okay. So where we were, so we wanna copy folders every single files by using cp-r. So let's do it. Cp, and then and then I want to copy here. So okay. So let's go one step back. this directory and insert every single file. So I will use cp dash r and this 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 folder's location, which is slash home. And then the directory I want to copy into, so that will be this. So let's make it okay. So let's check, man. Let's check. Right here. Let's copy it. Okay, so I have the source directory folder. Okay. So let's go to insert source directory folder. As you can see, I have created every single, copied every single file from that folder. Where was that? This was. So yes. So let's check this stream. It's not here. Oh. Slide down. Yeah. So let's go to our next command, which is mv. Already used that. Yes. So I want to move a file or directory and then the targeted directory. Okay, the main use of mv command is to move a file or folder to another location. Here is this. Okay. So let's say move this text file to this directory. Okay. So this directory. Okay. Yes. I want to move. And that's the option mv. See. Text file. Okay. So this was the mv. We can also use targeted path. The targeted path same as cp copy, and then you can rename also by using mv. Okay. So I have done this already. Let's do, if you specify the full path, you can simultaneously rename files and move them to a new location, like this example. Okay, so you can simultaneously rename a file and move it from a folder to another folder. So the command will be move and then the old location and then the file name and then the new location and then the file name. Let's try it. It's interesting. So let's say I wanna copy this file from here to here. Okay. So let's copy it here. It So let's copy /1. Yeah. So ls, I'm gonna copy this file from here, mb, and then /home/ the file name, then the new location where I wanna move the file. So the new location is /home/ this one, right? /new name, new underscore name dot txt. So let's check it. I think I need to change my keyboard. Okay, so as you can see, I have successfully copied and renamed the file at the same time by using exact location. Okay, so it says mv and then touch command just for creating file. Okay. So let's say touch text. Okay. See, created new text dot text. So next command is file. The file command checks a file type such as txt, pdf, or other. The syntax is as follows. Okay, so the file command checks file types. Okay, so let's check file, and then file name. Let's say on a see this one. So this one is a compressed data from Unix NAS45. This one is a directory. Okay, I want to take this one. This one is a empty text file. Okay, I'm gonna check this one. This one is also empty. So take this one. This one. This one. As you can see, this is a text, extension is text, and there is ASCII text. Okay, let's clear it. So I have successfully used the file command to check a file type. Okay, so if you use the command on a symbolic link, it will output the actual file. Connected to the shortcut, you can add the dash key option to print more detailed information about type. So let's do it on a symlink. I have a symlink here. This one has a symlink. Let's do dash key. Okay, so this one is a broken symlink to this text. Okay, so the symlink is broken. This is why its color is red, and here it is also. So let's check it on here. file dash a, this one set gid sticky. Yeah, that's it. Left 3 minutes 40 seconds. That I will take 10-minute rest. Okay, so let's use zip and unzip command. Zip command to zip. Let's do it. Perfect scenario here. So let's go to here. I have lots of file and I want to just make a zip file from that every single text file. Okay, so let's do it. I wanna go to this directory ls and then I wanna to copy every single file. Okay, so how can I do that? So zip and then options and then file name, file. Okay, so let's see. So let's do it, and zip and then the file name or the zip file name. So the zip file name will be all underscore. Okay, all zip, all dot zip, and then all the files I want to select. So let's slash home. Let's give the directory and then start slash home slash os boxes slash this directory. Okay, we are inside this directory and then star. Star means select all the files inside this directory. This directory. So let's do it. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, I have created all the zip. Okay, so let me show you. If it's happened or not. So let's go to the back. To see the zip files information. So let's zip. Dot file. How can I get the information? So let's take a break and then start it. Okay. So back, start. Let's start another session. So where we are chip. Okay, so let's see how to see files. So, yes. So zip dash L. So let's see it. Sure. Zip. Let's make sure that I zip says unzip dash. So okay. It's the name. So, dash. So, dash L. Okay. Fine. So the phone didn't work. Let's see. Let's go to the yes. How to dash R dot slash stability. I got it. So zip. Let's delete this one. Dash RF. And then here and then zip and options file name on dot zip and then the files. So all the files I wanna select. So dot slash and start. That's it. So I have added 20 files. Okay. So I've successfully did this. Let's check it. Ls unzip dash L and then all dot zip. Let's do it. So as you can see, we have compressed 20 files. We have 20 and this one 21. So I have compressed 21 file inside a zip. So let's clear it. Let's add it to a note that I see inside of zip file zip file. See the files inside okay. So I have added this one. So let's go to the next step, which is unzip and unzip command. Let's use the tar command. The tar command bundles multiple files, one or directories into an archive without compression. Okay, the syntax as follows. So you can use the tar command without compression. You can archive files and folders. Okay. To create a new tar file, you must add the -c option, then use the -f flag to specify the archive's name. So -c means create, -f flag means specify the archive name. Okay. If you want to enable compression, add a specific option based on your preferred method. For example, the following with bundle file1.txt and file2.txt with the ggzip compression. Okay. So if I wanna create a file C, if I wanna name a file F, and if I wanna compress the file also, then you need to add Z. Okay. So these three flags you need to add, and then the name, and then the files. Okay, so let's do it here. Let's do map. So I wanna add all the files. Okay. So let's say I don't wanna add all the files. I just wanna add 20 files, and except this one and this one. I will exclude. Okay. So let's say how to exclude some files and keep it. So I'll exclude that. Okay, so I wanna add all and then -x to exclude and then the file's name. Okay, so let's do it. Start and create name and jet to compress the files. Okay, as you can see, CJVF. Okay, let's add V to verbosely. Okay, CV CFV Z V Z, and then the file name, let's say all dot tar. Okay, then dot slash all the files except x, exclude what, this one, this one. Let's do it. You may not specify more than so like this. let's clear it. Let's do it again. I need to use here exclude. Yeah. So CLUDE. Exclude. Let's you exclude certain files or declaration and this is a very common useful operation towards the dash dash exclude option shorthand dash x let's do it. Such file or directory. Absolutely, that's it. Exclude equal. See, slash it's basically indicates that log.txt is in the current directory and single quotes are important to ensure that to save the pattern correctly if it happens while parts was in the content of the so this is the content the content containing the successfully excluded. So I think it's so is the command. Okay, so I wanna, let's say I wanna exclude this one and this one, okay, and all the files. So how to do that? I can easily do that. Tar and then create, and then jet means compress, and then b means parse, and parse means I will see results of the archiving, and it means I will input a name. Okay, so let's say I will put a name, and then dot means in the current directory, and then exclude here means I want to exclude this kind of file. So I don't want to exclude this kind of file. Dot slash dot opportunity successfully executed. So I want to exclude dot zip. So on dot zip. So I think all dot zip has been. If I want to exclude more than one, if I wanna then one file, according to using the tab command similar to how you can repeat dash x with this exclude. Okay, so I need to use exclude tag twice or thrice or many times as I wanna repeat this same tag, the number like if I wanna exclude 3 files, so I wanna repeat this, I need to repeat this 3 times. Okay, so let's, okay, so I got it. So there, so this one. Okay, so I wanna just this one. I wanna exclude this also. Let's previous file and then exclude this one and press enter. So let's see. So I have archived this file. So let's see inside of this file. How to see file. Let's see. So tar tz and f. So let's see tv and f, tzvf because it's a compressed file. So tar dash tzvf. Okay. Right, it's this one. So as you can see, I can see every single file inside this tar file. Okay? This one. So I will exclude the .zip and archive.tar.cz. Okay. So done, man. Let's quickly extract this file. You can use you can extract a file let's say xzvf to tar.gz archive. Okay, so that's it. Remember that the archive format will differ depending on the compression method, regardless of the extension. You can archive a tar file using the syntax. Okay, so done. Okay, so there is a editor, a file editor, a nano vi and z command. Nano vi and z commands let you edit files. They have the same syntax except at the beginning where you specify the name of the tool. Okay, so let's say I wanna input something inside this file. I can use vi, or I can use nano, or I can use, let's say, z. Okay, this one. So z is not in CentOS 6, so I want to use vi, this one. Okay, so I can input anything inside this text file. So I don't want to input anything. Step so I can use nano also, nano, and then I can use x, exit, control x, y, and enter. And in vi you need to skip escape and then colon wq html sign. Okay, so let's check the cat command. Cat will give you the text of a file inside the terminal. Okay, I think so. Sign up, some water. Okay, so we have seen cat. Okay, this means redirect. This means here redirect anything to another text file. So let's go to grep command, global regular expression print. Yeah, so grep lets you search specific lines from a file using keywords. Okay, so grep lets you search specific lines from a file using keywords. It is useful for filtering large data like logs. The syntax looks as follows: grep, and then options, and then keyword, and then the file name. So let's see the file. Let's So I wanna search through, let's say, grep, and then the filter, the options will be name. Let's say grep dash L. So the option will be here, dash name. The option will be okay. So I think it's here. So grep, let's say name option. Search and find grep, and then the keyword, and then the file dot txt, recursive search over dash. Okay. So dash r, and then the keyword I wanna enter, let's say Diploma. Okay. So the file name was, what is the file name? Diploma.txt. So let's do it. Grep dash r, search recursively, and then the keyword that I want to search for, which is Abdullah, and then the file name. So that says global this syntax block as grep option, and then keyword, and then the file name. You can also filter data from another utility by piping it to a grep command. For example, the following searches file.txt from the ls commands output. Okay. So ls and then pipe command, they have used their pipe command, and then grep, and then file.txt. So this will do is check it ls and pipe and grep and the keyword, let's say txt. Okay. See, I don't see any options. Grep file.txt, okay, ls, and then this was the, and then ls, then pipe, then grep file.txt. There was a file.txt here, and as you can see, the output was this. I don't know the output. ls pipe grep, and then let's say one.txt. So I don't see any output. Let's say this file doesn't exist. So it does. So I don't see any output it's giving me right now. Let's search for something inside a file. So let's do it. Done. Dash, and then see the file name was this one. So this say this doesn't exist. Search find out. I'm not getting any output. First. Okay, so I have done some mistake, sorry. Yep. Then the keyword, you don't need to use parentheses inside here. Okay, the comma. You need to use the parentheses here. Keyword. Just skip this part. Let's go to the next one, which is set command. Okay, so use the set command to search and replace patterns in files quickly. The basic syntax looks like this. So the set command. So the set command to search and replace patterns in files quickly. So set and then options and then subcommand / new pattern / target pattern and then input file. So you can replace a string in multiple files simultaneously by listening them. There's an example of a set command that changes red in colors.txt and view.txt with blue. So set and this mix red / blue. So string in multiple files simultaneously by listing them. There is example of set command that changes red in colors.txt and blue.txt with blue. Okay, so let's say I want to change the name, say this thing. So let's say I want to change Abdullah. Okay, so if I use set command /skip the name I want to change, okay, / let's say maybe let's say so then the file name, let's keep the file name, let's keep the file name, let's do it. Okay, so skip this comment for a second, it's not as important. So let's check my stream. It's all of the option. command, which is head command. So use the head command to print the first few entries of a file. The basic syntax is as follows: head and then options and then the file name. Okay. So let's say I have a long file. This one is a long file. Okay. If I show you, this one is a long file. So let's say I wanna see just the head, top of that file. So how can I do that? I can usually use head command. So let's say get the file name and then pipe and then head. Okay. So head and then options. So head options. Let's say I wanna dash line 10 lines. I wanna see the 10 lines from top. Number of lines 10. Okay, so I got 10 lines from that file. Okay, so this is how you can easily use head command. So the tail is same way, you can just use tail command here. Tail command, the number of lines. This is the last 10 lines from that file. Okay. So let's clear my screen. Then the command is awk. So I think I want to skip this command right now. Okay, I want to skip this one. Right. So I have skipped awk and then grep and then set. Also skip set grep and awk. I have skipped these three commands. And the next command is sort command. Okay, so sort commands to rearrange a file's content in a specific order. Its syntax looks as follows. So sort and then options and then the file name. Note that this utility doesn't modify the actual file and only prints the rearranged content as an output. Okay, only prints the rearranged content as an output. By default, the sort command uses the alphabetical order from A to Z, but you can add the -r option to reverse the order. You can also sort files numerically using -n flag. Okay, sort command will just rearrange your file's content in a specific order. So then there is a cut command. Cut command selects specific sections from a file and prints them as a terminal output. The syntax look like this: cut and then option and then the file name. Unlike other Linux utilities, the cut command options are mandatory for file sectioning. Here are some of the flags. -f means select a specific row field. -b means cuts the line by a specified byte size, and -c means sections the line using a specified character, and -d means separates lines based on delimiters. Okay, so you can combine a multiple options for a more specific output. Okay, so I want to skip these commands right now before T. Okay, so let's see the T command. T command outputs another command's result to both the terminal and the file. The terminal and a file. It's helpful if you want to use the data for further processing or backups. There's the syntax. It's helpful if you want to use the data for further processing or backups. Okay, so it's helpful if you want to use the data for further processing or backups. Okay. So let's say here is a command and from this output we wanna use this output to another commands as an input. So here we can use the T command. If the specified file doesn't exist, T will create it. Be careful when using this command since it will overwrite the existing content. To preserve and append existing data, add the -a option. To preserve and append existing data. Okay. So for example, you will save the ping command's output as new entries in the test_network.txt file. Okay. So let's say I wanna ping it. Let's say google.com. Okay. So I am getting some output here, right? So let's say I want to use this output and save this output into another file. So there I can use this T command. So let's clear it and ping google.com, and then I can use T command -a. Before that, I wanna say, let's say I wanna save in this file. Okay, so ping.com type and then T-a, so that I have some text in this file. So I don't want to delete that. I want to append everything after that text inside this file. Okay, so T-a and then the file name, okay. Let's do it. So after that, after I stop this, the file the output will be saved inside this file. So let's open this file. As you can see, this was my previous data, and this is after I have used the T command. So let's use the next command, which is locate. I can locate any files using this command. The locate command searches for a file and prints its location path. Here is the syntax. So the locate command will find any file. Let's say I want a file, I want to find locate command is case sensitive by default, but you can turn off this behavior by using -i. So if I use -i, the case sensitivity will be turned off. Okay, so I just want to see the syntax of locate command. So that's it. -i I'm not getting any output. The locate command searches for a file and prints its location path. That is the syntax. So let's say this locate -i. If you use the -r option to search file using regular expression or with the keyword argument, then locate command is case sensitive. Locate will find for files from the setup as well. This behavior speeds up the search process. You must wait for the list to refresh. You can find the music data. Let's say Diploma. I'm not getting any output right now. So let's update the database of locate. After that, okay, so I have updated the database, and then this is showing me the result. Okay, So this text file is exist in home/osboxes/source underscore directory. So let's go there. So let's go to our next command, which is find. The find command searches for a file within a specific directory. Here's the syntax. Find command searches for a file within a specific directory. Okay, so here's the syntax. Find path to folder, and then the type. F option will search files only, while type D option will find directories. For example, we will check file.txt in path to folder. Let's say run a file inside this folder. Dash type, and then F search for files, dash type, and then F means files, and D means directories. So I wanna find files, F, and then dash name, okay, name, and then the file name I wanna search for. So I wanna search for this file, let's say. So there is no output currently. So let's go to here, the full directory, and see output it's giving me. I don't see any output it's currently giving me. Okay, so never mind, let's go to next command. Skip this one. Super user do or sudo enables non-root users who are part of sudo group to execute administrative commands. Simply add it at the beginning of another utility like so. So the sudo options and then your command. So you can easily sudo. Since users with sudo privilege can change various settings of your system, use this command with confidence. So su and who am I command. So let's say the su command lets you switch to another user in terminal session. The syntax looks as follows. Okay, so su and then options and then the user. So let's finish this. Who am I means who am. Okay, so I am currently root. So let's say I want to change su dash. Okay, so su dash I want to change from su dash to OS boxes. Okay, so now who am I? Let's say, so I was root and then I changed using su and then dash, okay, and then OS boxes. So I changed to OS boxes. So let's take a break.